to contact them then. And I said, okay, that's fine. I'm sorry?
Today is Christmas Eve, so
I don't care if it was Christmas.
but you know what you're running up against? Let me just tell you this. If you continue calling,
I said I will not continue calling.
I said if I didn't say that you did, then they may take actions in regards to that. That's all I'm advising you of.
They can take whatever actions they like. I've committed no crime whatsoever.
We're just here to advise you. And what you said, if you said you stop, then all I can do is take your word, young man, and said you stop. Mom said she was sitting there, she heard you say it.
Yeah.
Then I can't do no much more than just that. But what I need for you to understand.
You verify this is Mr. Allen. He didn't want to show us his ID.
Do you have ID, young man?
Yes, I do.
Can I see it, please?
For what reason? You said several times that you know me and you know who I am. You said that several times. So then,
But I'm asking you, can I see your ID?
Michael, just go ahead on, please, and get this over.
hold this and keep it on.
Camera. We both got cameras now, so between your camera and my camera,
Hold it right there.
we got each other locked in. My camera's working. Oh, that's okay.
Oh, Lordy Jesus. Michael, come on, please.
Can I speak to that officer again, please?
Mr. Allen,
Yes, sir.
we got the same last name, man.
Give me your word on video that I'm not going to be approached or accosted by any of your officers.
You young man.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go out to the truck because I think my wallet is in there, and I'll be right back.
Hey, Mr. Allen,
Yes, sir.
let's go down memory lane. Let's go down memory lane. Because you and I got the same last name, okay? Since you remember when I came over to your house, and you got me on video, right?
Yeah.
You remember when I came over to your house
Shut
and I
up.
some dogs? That was about what? Maybe 2-3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you had a warrant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what did Officer Allen do that day?
Wrote me a ticket for a dog at large.
Okay. And what else did I do?
That was it.
Okay. But you had a warrant, right?
Yes.
And didn't I advise you to take care of that warrant?
Yes, sir, you did.
Okay. Didn't take you to jail, did I?
No, sir, you didn't.
And guess what? You still have a warrant.
It's a
And-
bench warrant for an unpaid traffic ticket. That's
Exactly.
all.
I've been in and out the hospital.
I've been in and out of the hospital. I'm on disability.
And I understand, and my heart goes out to you. But young man, what you have to do, and Mom, maybe you can help him with this, is contact Shaker Police. Just like you contact the Cleveland Clinic,
Yes.
and you want to file a grievance because you felt some wrongdoing by their police department.
Yes.
No different if you felt some wrongdoing by what I'm doing right now. You know I'm Officer Allen. You could always file a complaint. But there's a right way and there's a wrong way of doing any and everything. Okay? Now, we wouldn't be here, young man, if their department didn't call as a courtesy to come here and ask you to stop.
That's a courtesy?
Well, they're not going to send a car from Cleveland Clinic up here to advise you. So therefore, they're asking us to do it, which we don't have it. We're talking apples and oranges here. We're just doing this as a
At no point did they tell me to stop
I'm
calling.
not disputing that because we weren't on the phone with you
they
guys.
didn't.
Okay, if they didn't tell you to stop, then I understand. But you know the procedure, what you need to do come Monday of next week.
Yes, sir.
Who you need to get in contact with.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's go back to square one with Shaker Municipal Court. You need to please contact their police department.
I will contact them on Monday.
No, not the police department. You need to contact their municipal court.
The clerk's office.
Yes.
Okay.
And get a thorough understanding of what it is that you need to do. Either you need time to pay, or you're going to go in and take care of the situation. If you have documentation, Mom, from the doctor, because of your son and the injury that he sustained.
Oh, they got it all down.
I understand. I understand that. But anything that can help his cause was showing that he's been to the doctor, he had to miss his court date, stuff that's verified through his physician. It only helps in Mr. Allen's cause. Okay? And that's all that I ask, guys, please. This way, you don't have 3 officers. We're not trying to cost you, as what you just mentioned. We're just trying to advise you.
Why do you send 3 officers over a courtesy?
First of all, when we come to when we come to somebody's house, we don't know what we're getting ourselves involved with.
No, that's not necessary for him to say that.
How many
is necessary?
Seriously,
what is-
I risked my life. Got beat by 15 people. Had my head smashed in.
Okay.
They both of the bones in my lower leg.
Okay.
I have 19 pins and 2 plates in there right now.
I know exactly
I got a
what
scar running from ear to ear. I have titanium mesh in my skull. And I'm a bad citizen? I'm some sort of threat?
Don't know your situation, sir. I mean, I know you because I've known you from the time I worked on this police department. But this young man and that young man, they have no idea who you are. They have no idea who your mother is, okay? I know you, not personally, but just from working on this police department. That's why you and I are engaging in a civil conversation where I just stood here and facilitated to you two actions that you can seek in regards to Shaker Police. Shaker civil
Courts.
Civil court system, not civil.
Criminal courts.
Shaker's court system and the Cleveland Clinic. These 2 gentlemen right here, they don't know you, sir, from the people across the street. And here's another thing too. The dispatcher, whenever they dispatch a call, they dispatch cars that are available to respond to situation. No different if you called and said there was a disturbance across the street. We're just doing our job. Now, what happened to you at Lee and Washington, that was a horrific situation, and I grant you that, okay? But that person who did that, you know that he's been punished and he's incarcerated. And I feel for you. It's awful what happened to you. But at this point in time, young man, you need to please take care of your situation with Shaker and take care of your situation come Monday with the
Cleveland Clinic Police Department.
Go sit down.
And that's all that we want to do right now.
I've agreed to that. I told the officer I will not make another phone call until Monday. On Monday, I will contact them. I will ask for the chief.
Okay.
I will also call Cleveland Clinic Ombudsman office.
Okay. And just be prepared. You may not get what you want when you call. I'm just letting you know that.
No, that's fine.
And there may be other avenues in which you may have to pursue. So just be mindful that all the actions may not take place what you want right then and there at that specific time when you call. But if you have a grievance, just like I said, you could file a grievance against me if you feel something that was unjust. There are appropriate actions and challenges in which you or any other citizen would have to take. And I can't speak for the Cleveland Clinic, but I could pretty much assure you that their policy is probably straight on board of what we do here in Cleveland Heights. Even if it meant that you went down there and went to their front desk or wherever they take their intake information and say, I'd like to file a grievance.
They wouldn't even let us in the building.
Okay, then you know what? Then you would have to call. Okay, because I can only
And
speak,
that's what I've been trying to do.
and I can only speak for Cleveland Heights. We have a police station where citizens can come to the front desk.
Absolutely, I've been up there.
File a complaint or whatever they want to do.
Yes.
They wouldn't even let us.
They wouldn't let us in the building. She's disabled. She was the wind. It was freezing out there. The wind was blowing like crazy, and they wouldn't even let her in the building.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that happened.
And they had 9 officers.
Yes.
9 officers.
Okay, well,
Any one of you could beat the hell out of me. I'm pretty sure. Why do you need 9 officers? Why did one of the officers walk up the steps and put his hand on his weapon?
I can't speak for that situation. I
That's
wasn't
what
there.
happened.
Okay, well, there's an eyewitness, and I'm telling you this is the treatment I've been receiving from them.
Okay.
So me trying to file grievances in the proper manner, they're refusing to cooperate. And to have a sergeant tell me, you know what, I told you, we're not going to talk to you, we're not going to meet with you, end of the conversation, and hangs up on me. How professional is that?
It's not professional at all. I'm not disputing, or I understand what you're saying, but in this line of business, everybody has a boss. And if you don't find the action is satisfactory enough to your liking, then you can go to an outside source. Okay? Cleveland Clinic Police Department is its own entity.
I understand that.
And then by it being its own entity, there's other channels in which I'm quite sure Cleveland Clinic, no different than Cleveland Heights Police Department, wouldn't want any bad press. And if you want to pursue those avenues, then that's your prerogative to do so.
If they continue to act this way towards me when I have done nothing wrong, I will contact every news and media outlet that I can. I'll call the mayor's office. I'll go down there to the mayor's office.
Yes, sir.
I will follow, and these are all legal actions.
Gotcha.
They are all legal actions that I have a right to pursue.
I'm not
And just because they don't want to deal with me doesn't make what I'm doing wrong.
And I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not going to advise you on what you should or shouldn't do. But if that's what you feel is in the best interest for you and your mother, then I say by all means you got to do what's necessary for you and your mom.
Okay.
Okay. So on that, are we done here?
Yeah, just like, I just want to say one thing,
Yes, ma'am.
just like with those dogs.
Mhm.
That was the people's dogs around the corner, because when we talked to him, he said their dogs had been running loose. We don't let them run loose.
The next block down
Like,
on the
that's what
corner.
dogs It was when our dog, when Filbert came off the porch to the car there, that's his fault. We were sitting on the porch. He's not going to go any further. And he came there because there was a strange car coming the driveway.
Ma'am, I live in Cleveland Heights, and this has nothing to do with you guys.
So beg your pardon.
I said I live in Cleveland Heights. This has nothing to do with you guys. I got a 125-pound American Bulldog. You might even see me running with him if you're driving down Taylor.
I think I
cannot-
have, actually.
I cannot, under no circumstance, let him run at large. It's kind of threefold, because I live on Bainbridge, children walking, they see my dog, it will induce panic. He's a muscular dog. So that's why he has to be, detained on a leash, because I have to be in control of him. And I'm not trying to be demeaning or disrespectful or anything like that.
Dewey,
but
come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
I have
Come
to
here.
be,
Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on, Dewey. Come on. Dewey. 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 Dewey.
Is he okay?
Dewey. No, he had a stroke.
he had,
Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. It's okay. Sit. Sit. Sit.
he better control than my dog. But
Sit-
anyway,
That's
that's
the
just,
Sit
same way with
down.
him. All he is a big teddy bear.
okay.
People come in here, service people come in here, and we trying to get him out the way. They said, no, let him alone. I have one just like him.
Yeah.
And all he do is, and he'll smell their shoes and their pants leg. And
Excuse
then
me?
If he rubs them,
It's the other one.
He's a pit bull.
then if he rubs them, he wants to play. He thinks they want to play.
I understand. But see,
Then
not
we
every,
put him up. But if we call him, he's
I've read I've read Cleveland Heights codified ordinance
Okay.
in regards to dogs, and nowhere does it say that I'm not allowed to let my dog free on my property.
Okay.
The dog was on my property. He didn't leave the street or anything.
Well, you know what, Mr. Allen? If there was some wrongdoing in my citation that I issued for dog running at large, then that was an issue that you should have taken up and let the judge have a final say.
I did,
And
I was found not guilty.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he
Okay,
was.
so you were found not guilty, so it's a moot point. But I'm where I'm going at with this, as a pet owner or a dog owner, because I don't own any other pets, I have to always be responsible for my animal. Not that I'm worried about him causing anybody harm. I just don't want him to induce any panic that may scare someone. Whereas if it's a kid, I don't want a child running down the roadway. Not saying, I'm just saying from my situation, I don't want that. Even when I'm running with him, people see my dog and that, and they just get out the way. Okay, and trust me, he don't want to run or do nothing. He just want to eat and play.
that's all he wanted.
So with that being said, Mr. Allen, please take care of that business on Monday.
I will, sir.
Tomorrow's a mute point because it's Christmas.
Absolutely.
So you'd have to call Shaker on Monday when their court system opens up at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning.
I will
and get that
definitely give them a call.
and get that situation rectified.
I will, sir. I give you my word.
All right. So with all due respect, you guys have a happy holiday. Okay.
Thank you. Do the same, officer.
All right, buddy.
Do you still want my information?
Nope, I know who you are.
Okay. I'm sorry I can't find my wallet. It might be in the truck because I ran
It's
out
alright.
to
We
get
just
groceries.
needed to know who you were, and I've never talked to you or even met you before.
Yeah.
He's never talked to you, met you before. Alright, and that's